What's going on, family? Good afternoon. No, evening. I'm sorry, good evening. Way in the evening, not afternoon. Hopefully this feed is working properly. I can see, it looks like it's performing a little better now. That's good. Good evening. I'm not going to be long tonight, but definitely back doing Love Lounge. I'm excited to be back in this space. I enjoy serving the community with insight and sharing whatever it is that is, is on my heart, to try to do my best to empower our families, in our communities through insight and relationships and self-love and self-discovery and all of these things that go along with relationship. So I'm not going to be long tonight. Just want to make a couple of announcements. I'm going to officially launch the media hosting services that I'll be doing. I'm actually getting ready to. I've hosted a couple of events this summer. I'm about to MC and host a wedding, and that's a family affair. I'm really honored to do it. If you have an event that you need a host, you need somebody to MC it, you need to add that element to it to step that presentation up. I'm definitely available and be happy to give you that service and to empower your event. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Also, thank you everybody that tuned into Tay and Two show yesterday. Very successful show, great conversation. Thank you to Kiana, who was on the show as well. The show is doing well. We're back in our rhythm, so it's feeling good. We're about to start season 4 in September. So again, thank you to everybody who has been a part of that journey and continuing to support us. So I want to go ahead and get started with this message. Like I said, hopefully this is performing correctly so that you guys can get this message without a lot of interruption. All right, tonight we're talking about the price of love. Let me talk about exactly what that means. Sometimes we get into a situation or we get into relationships or dating situations, and some of us have been in a reoccurring circumstance where it seems like it's just not working out no matter what. You've been dating, you're a good person, you have everything together, you're doing what you're supposed to do, but it's not working out. I'm going to speak directly to that tonight. And I'm going to tell you, for some of us, and I know it doesn't seem fair, but for some of us, your assignment is so imperative. Your impact on the world, the thing that you are here to do is so imperative that, unfortunately, you're not allowed to skip steps. That you're in a space, some of us are in a space where God is like, I need you to allow yourself to properly develop and walk into your purpose in a way where you're not distracted or deterred. Sometimes we get into a relationship and we get so relaxed, we get into this groove, and life becomes more about life, bills, raising our kids and things of that nature, which are very valid things. But understand some of us have assignments that are so real and so important that it is absolutely imperative that we reach that goal. This is weird because I'm sorry, I'm not seeing, okay. I'm not seeing it come up at all on Facebook. Okay, but anyway, I apologize. So yeah, it's so important that we reach those goals, and a lot of times, it's human. Unfortunately, we're in a time where relationship has become highly commercialized, and social media hasn't helped that. There's so many relationships being displayed on social media on a daily basis that is creating a stronger appetite for relationship. And what happens is that people are seeking out to be in relationships for reasons outside of things that are absolutely instrumental to your purpose and to your future. We can't. It's not enough to want to be in a relationship to have the hottest posts on Facebook or the hottest posts on Instagram or to be able to just say I can post wedding pictures or engagement pictures. That is becoming, unfortunately, we are in a generation right now where we have in a lot of ways, not everybody, but in a lot of ways, we have downgraded the relationship experience to just a post or the ability to say, look at what I got. And it's become very detrimental to that relationship itself. Let me tell you something. No one is going to be perfect. No one is perfect. It's no way to be ready to be in a relationship. You can't get ready. Just like you can't get ready to raise children. But let me say something to you. Everything about your purpose, about your destiny, about where you're going, about your dreams. Let me tell you that your relationship needs to match what you see for yourself. Your significant other needs to match where you're going and who you are spiritually, and not just look good together physically, and not just even have the same philosophy or the same ideals, but we got to have the same core values. There's a price for us to experience love in a way that we are able to experience longevity and sustainability. There's sacrifice to this. There's sacrifice to this. So I'm going to encourage you tonight. Do not be discouraged by the fact that it seems like it's taking you a little bit longer to connect with the right person. That's not because you're not the right person. It's not because you haven't developed properly. It's not because you have reached your place of perfection. It's because you're being protected by the universe. You're being protected by God. God is protecting you and keeping you from forfeiting the thing you are really seeking after. A lot of times we mistake that honeymoon phase, for something that we can sustain for a lifetime. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're not already living a life that is fulfilled before you enter into a relationship, a long-term relationship, I'm gonna tell you right now that relationship is just going to escalate where you already are in life. So sometimes the pain that we're feeling is not punishment. It's not something that is not a negative like we feel it, like we think. Sometimes it's protection. And that's my message for tonight. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I love each and every one of you. I apologize for being late tonight. And hopefully